students, we will continue our lectures of research methodology. So last time we have seen how to write the research report and the contents of research report from title to the references. Now we will see one by one. 5.1, prepare title, author and addresses, keywords and abstract. Summary and synopsis also another names to the abstract. The title of a research report should be clear, concise, and adequately descriptive of the contents of the report. And the following general guidelines may be borne in mind while constructing a title for a research report. It should be catchy enough to grab the attention of the reader. It should be optimum length, neither too short nor too long. The syntax, that is the order of words of the title, should be proper so as to convey the correct meanings. All words except the articles and prepositions of the title should be capitalized. Use the complicated grammar and redundancy of words and phrases must be avoided as far as possible. It is desirable to avoid the use of abbreviations, chemical formulas, framework, names, then jargon, or actually it should be journal, etc. in the title, or jargon and a suitable journal where to publish it. A title may be a straightforward one or it may be series title having a main title and a numbered subtitle, or a hanging title with the main and the subtitle separated by a colon. In addition to the full title, a short version of it referred to as a running title or running head is printed in journals at the top of each page of the article. So this is the general information. Actually, whenever you are going to publish the paper, it should be as per the guidelines of the journal, because every journal have different guidelines regarding the preparation of paper, also regarding the writing of the names of the author, either in full or in short. Second thing is that summary or abstract, it should be clear and concise. It should be in a proper words, not too long, not too short, and it should give the clear idea of your work, what you have carried out, and what the message you are willing to convey to the people. That should be reasonable. Author and addresses. At the below the title, you should write the names of full length research paper. Whenever we are going to publish in the journals, the name of the authors and addresses should be listed completely or fully, so that reader can get awareness about the paper and the authors who is going to publish the paper. Second thing is that he should suffix his titles, either doctor, professor, etc., and also give degrees to the names. Then it should mention the designation of the author, either he is a professor, lecturer, whatever it may be. Then it should also report the persons where he is working, either his laboratory recognized research laboratory or not, and the general information that author is working or author is doing or author is well known about the same. Then the abstract should be in a short format. It should not too long, it should not too short. Average it should be about 200 to 250 words. And abstract is a summary of the information in the research article. It gives the salient feature of the main sections. IMMRDA of a paper means introduction, material, methods, results, then discussion and acknowledgement. So these are the basic criteria. These are the basic things of writing a paper. And the abstract of research article of standard journal are published or made available on internet by indexing the services such as biological abstract or Medline, etc., so that the reader can get easily the information conveyed by you to the people or students. So, introduction. In general, problem objectives, it should be a general problem objectives or hypothesis or scope of the particular study should be given in 2 or 3 sentences. Then brief description of the materials used and the methods adopted without experimental details. 1 to 2 sentences. Then summary of the results, only the most significant results, 1 to 3 sentences. Then statement of the significance of the results and the conclusions, 1 to 2 sentences. Then it should not contain any references to bibliography or tables or figures. They should be the clear reports of your work done, whatever you have carried out. It should not contain any information that is not mentioned in the research report. Then it should also not contain that is not mentioned in research report, and it should not contain any abbreviation. It should be full form, clearly mentioned ideas. It should be typed in a single paragraph. It should be written in concise, short and concise sentences, in past tense and in passive voice, as far as possible, because it pertains to a work done. The abstract used in journal and reproduced without change in indexing media are referred to as informative abstracts. At the end of this abstract, you should have to give at least 3, 4 or 5 keywords which will give the central idea of your whole work done. Then summary should be as the abstract you have given, because in abstract you are giving the idea what work you have done, and in summary you are giving what output of your work done. Or synopsis, word is used for the same, but it gives the idea of your work completely, depending on what topic, what is the output, what is the use, what is the significance, etc. are mentioned in there. Then synopsis. Synopsis is a concise outline. Synopsis is a concise outline survey of the contents of the thesis or a review paper, and many review articles give the synopsis more in the form of table or contents. The university requires for every doctor student a synopsis of the thesis he or she is writing at least 6 months prior to the submission of the actual thesis. And the main use of such a document is to get the prior acceptance of the examiners to evaluate the thesis. Fortunately, the synopsis is not part of the thesis and is not likely to be made public. Second, 5.2, writing of research paper and project.